Okay, wait a bit. Don't forget to fill your own attendance in Neo or my Ubaya, okay? All right. Michael Andreas. Okay. Subrata.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll just speed up the process. Thank you. So if I ask any of you to answer, please answer. I will just take the rest manually. Thank you. Vincentius, Marcella, Dustin, Gede, Alvin, Ivan, Mariana, Jonathan, Brian Owen, Jeremy, Jason, okay, Kenji, Victor Manuel, Catherine, Roni Hartono, Muhammad Kafi, Theophilus Arifin, William Kevin, Nathaniel Giraldi, Felicia, Christian, Rolf Lodian. Wait, let me scroll down. Muhammad Iksan, Kevin, Bayu Aji, Febrilian, Rudy, Daryl, Yvonne, Yohan Teguh, Patricius, Kevin, Hendy, Gali. Is Gali here? Gali Firmansyah? No? Okay. Jebus, Yongki, Evangeline, Redinata, Aaron, Jocelyn. Wait. Melanie, Chelsea, Reynard, Michael, Octavianus, Dimas Bayu, Gian Tanjung, Sandia, Yuven, Frederick, yes, Fadli, Hania, Kevin, Meliana, Evan, David, Vanessa, Panela, Juan, Valencia, Charlie, Daniel, Jovan, Wilson, Selma. So only Gali? Gali, are you here? Nope. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for waiting. And for today's class, I'm going to start with, wait, let me start the recording. I'm going to start with the quiz. How was the quiz? Was it easy? Was it hard? Was it a horror for you guys? How was the quiz, Subrata?
Gimana, Pak?
How was the quiz?
There is a couple answer that not really complete, so it's make me a bit confused.
Okay.
Because in that question, the answer is not really complete, so I'm not really sure if that's the right one or not, or
I see.
Yeah, because it's not really complete yet. So.
Did you screenshot that question? No.
Wait a second.
Honestly,
Yes?
honestly, my problem is I don't really can remember what is DFS, BFS or something.
I see.
Jadi waktu ngerjain ini konsepnya kayak gini apa yang kayak gini ya.
Okay. So the basic is that DFS and BFS difference is in the D and B, of course. D, the easiest one for you to remember is D, the depth first search. Why? Because it said depth. What is depth in Indonesia? Anyone knows? Depth.
Kedalaman.
Yes.
Mendalam.
Kedalaman. Yes. So basically, the best way to, I think, wait, where is my table? Oh, I forgot to turn on my tablet. Yeah. So basically, DFS and BFS, right? If you're confused on what is this and what is this, just remember this and this. D and B. The D stands for depth. Wait. Depth. While the B stands for breathe. This one is a little bit difficult, maybe because it's not it's not a common English, a common word to say. But this one should be quite common, which is in Indonesian is kedalaman, right? From this, you can just try to connect the dots where this one, DFS, based on its name, kedalaman, you try to go as dalam as possible, as deep as possible. And then try to go back a bit, try to go back a bit, try to go back a bit, like that. It always try to go to the very depth first before trying another way. That's DFS. And BFS, this word again is not a really common word, but you can just remember it as something like wide. Breathe is something wide, luas. So judging by the name, if you get a graph like this, or something like this, breathe as opposed to depth, where you go to the depth first, then going back a bit. In breathe, you go per level. You go to the first level, you go to the second level, you go to the third level, you go to the fourth level, you go to the fifth level, from left to right. That's the difference between depth and breathe. Depth is something which is done vertically, while breathe is something you do horizontally. That's the main difference. Understood it yet, Hania?
No, I understand.
No? Well, say, if there's a basic notes like this, basic graph, like say, okay, if it's like this, assume that the goal is G. If it's depth first search, where would we go first? We start from A, right? Then where would we go? In DFS.
In B.
Yes. We go to B, then
D.
D, right? Then
E.
yes, because it reached the maximum depth, then it backtracks and tries another route, which is E. Right, very true. Then, because it hits a dead end, it go back. And because there's no more way to try, it goes back again. And then it goes to C. And then it of course will try another depth, which is F. And because it hit the rock bottom, it goes back and tries G. And that's how you go DFS. But in BFS, first you go here, right? Then because we do it horizontally, each level, after B, you go to C. Because there's no more left in this level, you go to the next level, which is D. Then it goes to the next one, which is E. It goes to the next one, which is F. And it goes to the next one, which is G. It's like that. That's the main difference between DFS and BFS. So basically, it's just how you traverse the graph between going to the depth first or going per level, like that. Clear enough?
Yes, sir. Understand.
Okay, I hope in middle term exam and midterm exam you can do better. I'm positive everyone can do if you guys practice a lot. Okay, other questions? I remember there's something
Yeah.
that some people ask in my Hangout chat, which is something like this. Wait, let me clear this. Clear all. Okay, so it's something like in hill climbing, would it create infinite loop? The problem is that yes, it can create an infinite loop, but it's not on the same route. Like say people that ask me ask something like this. Say it's A, B, C, D. And then wait, let me add more, maybe E, F, something like this, and it's connected. Yeah, something like this. People that ask me, wait, let me open my Google Hangout chat first. Okay. Okay. So people who ask me ask something like this. Sir, if it's like say 10, 15, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or something like this, wouldn't it look like this from A? Now wait, let me go to it. From A you start, then it, because hill climbing always choose the best answer for that node, it will go to this, right? 1. Then it will be here, right? And afterwards, wouldn't it infinite loop because it tries to seek out the least number of course, which is either 2, 6, or 1, in which case it will return back to A. Wouldn't it be an infinite loop, sir? The answer is no. Hill climbing can cause an infinite loop, but not because of this. Because as said in this, wait, let me open the PowerPoint from 2 weeks ago. Wait. PowerPoint, let's see. Okay, so from this PowerPoint, in which hill climbing was first introduced, it said quite clearly that it does not allow backtracking. So it can loop. If we return to the whiteboard, yes, it can loop, but not like this. In case of looping, it will go like this. Say, let me use a different color. Let's say yellow. So first it will be here. Oh, yellow is not really seen. Let me use blue. Okay, first it was here, right? Then, because it's either 10, 15, or 1, it will go to 1, right? Okay, it will go to 1. And now it's on C. And then it will try to seek out paths like this without the backtracking. So it won't go back. Aside from the backtracking part. So it will go to either 2 or 6. In which case, it will choose the best one, which is 2. Then it will move to E. Then on E, it will choose either 3 or 4. It won't go back to 2. So say, okay, it's 3. Let's go. And now it's here. Because it's here, it can only go here because we cannot go back. We cannot backtrack. So we go back to 1. Will it cause infinite loop? Yes. If the goal is in F, it will forever never be able to reach F, but it will create a loop like this. Yeah, it can create an
Okay,
infinite loop, but
Okay,
not
then there
because
is one.
Yes.
Then there is one question that the answer is
Mhm.
definitely wrong because.
Mhm.
Can I share screen?
Okay, wait. Go ahead.
In this question,
Mhm.
of the line, the solution is AFGIJ. So FIGIJ. It's hill climbing. 3,
Okay.
1, 3, 2, 7. So it's gonna loop here, not gonna go here because from I there is 3 option 2, 3, 5. Of course it's gonna get 2. So it's wrong.
Wait. IG.
The answer AFGIJ. So AFGIJ. It won't go through this path because this one is 3, this one is 2.
Okay, wait. Let me screenshot this. Can you move your cursor away first? Okay. Me
Okay, hang on a second.
get. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let me see it in more clarity in my Zoom. Okay, so it's known as the state space graph. Okay, the goal start from A. The goal is G because it's hill
Yep.
climbing. Then it should go
J,
from
not
A
G. J.
to F. Oh yeah, G. Sorry. From A to F. Okay,
AF,
because
G.
it's 3. From F, then it will go to
G.
G because it's 1. Yes. Then from G, it
Yep.
can only go to I, so it will go to I.
Yep.
And
And then
yeah,
from I,
it
it will
should
go to
go to H. Yeah.
Yep. So it will loop.
Okay.
None.
Let me forward this to the team. Okay.
Yeah. And then my second
Mhm.
question is this one. This one.
Wait. Let me forward this one first.
So there is also inconsistency in the answer given.
Yeah.
For
Wait.
example, this one.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Where's the next one? Oh, this one. Okay. Let me
And
screenshot
then
it.
there is inconsistent answer. So
Mhm.
for this one from A to G. So for greedy best first, there is 12, 10, 12. So A close 10, 12, 12 here. And then C close, then C close, it will open E, P, F, D
Mhm.
in the correct answer. E, E, P, F, D. So there is double P, but different heuristic. There is also different D, different heuristic. But right. But in the number 9, the one here is AFB. AFB. So AFB, AFB, and then from close F, open G and H, and when when G is close, I, and when I close, it doesn't add another H. So I'm confused if it's supposed to add another one or not.
Okay. Yes.
Because depending on which one is correct, then this question is either right or wrong. This nope. Which one is that? Oh, before. This one is either right or wrong. Because in this one, number 6, is either right or wrong. Because here in the one I choose, C, it doesn't repeat itself. So there is no repeat. So, but in the supposedly correct answer, it cannot
There's
repeat.
two kupangs. Okay.
Yeah, it cannot be repeated. So depending on which one, this is either correct or wrong.
Let me screenshot this one. Thank you.
And the option?
Can you show me the one before that where it repeats itself? The graph from before. Which number? What
eight.
number was it? Yes.
8 is
And
the one that repeat itself. This one?
This one repeats itself, right? Because there are two
Yeah,
B's.
so there is also there
Okay.
is repeat.
Please move a bit up. Okay, stop.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, let me point out some things first. Wait. Here.
Yeah, so when I close C, there is repeat B and D, and when I close D, there is repeat.
It's on the question 8 where it repeats the B, but in the next one, which one?
In the next one, this one.
This
It
one.
doesn't
Okay, it
repeat
doesn't
H.
repeat the H. Okay, wait,
Yep.
let me screenshot it again.
The correct answer, I mean.
Okay.
Where is that answer?
Okay, thank you. I will forward it to the team first. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I will give you
think
an
I
answer
have
as soon
other
as
question, but
possible.
I still
Yes.
Yeah, I still
Wait, let me send this one first, okay? For question number 8, what was the correct answer containing doubles?
Yes, sir. So P, D, and
Yes.
F, and
Okay, so in
the D
question
is
8,
being
it
repeated
contains
multiple times.
the correct answer contains doubles. Okay.
And the number 9, no. So the H is still retaining. There is only one H.
Okay.
Yeah, because if not, then the answer is not complete because H is supposed to be first one again, and then because double, then
Can you show me question number 9 again, please? What was the correct answer again in number 9? Yes, that one. Correct answer is okay. That one. That was B. B or? You are muted. You are muted.
so the correct answer is B in here.
B. Okay.
But
In
I'm
B,
not sure if
there's no repeat. There's no repeat in H, right? Okay.
Yep, there's no
Thank you.
repeat in H. But that's the closest option that I can find. So
Okay.
that's the one I'm choosing. And that turned out to be correct. So I'm not sure what. I'm sure there is other thing like this one.
Okay. So update from the team. The first one where you couldn't find a solution or either AF, GIJ is
Yeah.
considered either one of them. Yeah, thank you. Because there's an error in the problem itself. So if you answered either couldn't find a solution or AF, GIJ, you will get the correct answer. It will get modified afterwards. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and this one it really makes me confused because
Mm-mm.
this one PEFI. So if you close Y, you're supposed to open Z and P, right?
Right.
But it's not listed here. So I'm thinking it's from the start, not the end of the seventh iteration. So YPEFI and then the other one, because this one is complete, I think like the end of the sixth iteration and the start of seventh iteration. This is the list, but turn out that the C is correct,
Okay.
but
Yes. Okay.
it's
Let
not
me screenshot
complete.
this one though.
Because it's not PEFI,
Yeah,
PEFI Z.
It should have opened Z. Wait. Let me try this in annotation. Okay. Wait. Where's the annotate? Annotate.
Because there is no Z and V, that it makes me confused because the option A is more complete. It's from the sixth iteration, from the end of sixth iteration.
Okay.
On
So
the seventh
first,
iteration it can be
it should have open A, right? Then after A is opened,
A,
it's a
B,
first.
O,
Then on here it's going to be BO and A, right? Then it's
BO,
going to,
A,
because
yep.
it's BFS, it's going to open B, and then it's going to enter OCD
C.
with AB, right?
Yep.
Okay, then for OCD, it will open O, it will get Y and P, so CD, not P, CD, Y, P, with ABO.
D, Y, P, Y. Yep.
Okay, then fifth, it will open C, and it will DYP, it will get
Yep.
E and F, and then ABOC. And then in sixth, it will open D, so it will get I,
Y, P, E, F, I. Yep.
ABOCD.
D. Yep.
And then on the seventh, it will
P, E,
be
F, I, Z, P.
PFA and
ZP.
ZP. Yes, it should be like this. Okay.
Yeah, because there is no ZP, then I think it's like the start of the seventh iteration. So it hasn't been processed yet, but it's the start of the seven. Then it's like the sixth one. Because
okay, let me forward this one to the team again. Thank you.
Yeah. I think there is more, but I cannot forget where it is. Can I stop share?
Okay, thank you very much. Please wait a bit. I will forward this to the team. Thank you.
Okay, because
Yeah, I know.
my thinking on choosing this one because it's from the sixth one.
Yes.
I think like the start of the seventh one is still the same as the sixth one. Then the become processed, and the end of the seventh one it become that one. Because this one is not complete. So make me confused.
Yes, thank you very much. Wait, let me forward this to the team.
Okay, can I end share?
Yes, thank you very much.
And then
Okay, everyone, please wait for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. If there's any other questions, maybe I can forward it to the team.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead, Chibis.
Yeah, I think I misunderstood something in your week force lecture because
Yes,
when when I watched the recording,
yes.
you did the backtracking, the looping for hill climbing. Can you please elaborate on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, maybe. Okay, I don't remember. Of course, I don't really remember what I said in 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I will elaborate it again. Where, as said in the slide, it's like this. If there's like the one from before, yeah, whatever happens, it won't go back again. Sorry. So if you said I said that, sorry for that. But yeah, the thing is, it should be like this. It cannot go backtrack to this one. It may infinite loop like this, but it won't ever do the same loop on the same node. So it will never go infinite loop like this.
So the loop will only happen between 3 or more nodes, yes, sir. Not
Yes,
2 nodes.
that's right. Yes. Sorry if I did say that, but yeah, it should be like this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I will rewatch the recording after this, but yeah, it should be like this. So it can loop if it's like this because it will stay in a closed loop, but it will never loop in 2 nodes like this. Okay. Any other questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I want to ask about the Beauty Best First Touch one.
Greedy best first.
Can I
Okay.
share my screen?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is for the next exam, sir. So in the answer of our quiz, we should write the branch that is the same as this one. Like the Kupang one, we have to, and the answer, we have to write it 3 times. But in this example, if we follow that rule, we should have remedy 2 here. So which
Okay.
one is the correct one, sir?
Okay. Let me list this one first. Okay, can you go up one to the map?
Okay, sir.
The Rimniku Pitesting. Okay, thank you. Okay, from the Rimniku to Pitesti. All right. Thank you very much. I will forward this to the team afterwards. I will tell you after it's answered. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Sir, I'm sorry,
Yes.
but
Mm-hmm.
if isn't too much to ask, I mean,
Yes.
can you give some tolerance since the question I asked before was in some ways partly your fault as well. Not
Okay.
in,
Okay. I will try to talk it with the team. Okay.
So I want to
okay, sir.
add.
Well,
there is-
can you? What was it? The question 8 from your fans question?
Yep. No, but it's a
Nope.
different. It's a bit different one, but it's a
Oh
bit
yeah, it's the hill
lame
climbing. Okay.
because-
Can you screenshot it and share it maybe?
Which
Share
one?
it in the class. The one where you got infinite loop. Because what I said.
This one?
This one.
This one, right? The one that infinite.
No. I mean the one where you. For this one, I already told you that it will be corrected into two answers between A and B, the AFGIG, like that. Yeah, this one is already corrected because of your fans question. I mean Jabez. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Jabez. Yeah. Your question from before. Which one was it?
I think it was most of them, the hill climbing ones, because most of them have apa ya, those
Okay.
smaller lines. Yeah, I mean, I can share.
Okay. Wait. If it's most of the hill climbing, let me see. The question. This question was hill climbing. Like 1, 3.
Should I share screen?
I will check the recordings first. Afterwards, I will just PM you in outside of class, okay? Because yeah, I will need to talk about this with the team first. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. The one where I said there is
Yes.
the question that repeats stuff and the question that doesn't repeat stuff. There is another one that repeats.
Yeah. Which one?
This one, sir. So the correct answer is this one. So there is repeat 12.
Yes.
So from A to Z. So
Mm-hmm.
repeat.
So when it reach E,
Hang on.
it lists another B, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
And then when it wait a second.
when it reaches Z,
See, yeah. I think it's
it should list D twice. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
but it's I don't know why it's B.
It only lists D once. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a screenshot of the question.
So
Yeah.
A first, so it's CTE, CTEC. Yeah. No, it's supposed to list E twice. Can I scroll?
Okay. Wait.
The question that I choose.
Okay. So the problem is because D
It's,
was not
C.
listed twice, but B is listed twice. Is that what you mean?
E.
Mhm.
So it's A, then close A, open C and B,
Mm-hmm.
and then close C, and then open D, E.
Mm-hmm.
But in here, the E doesn't isn't being repeated because when it goes C, then goes to D, should be maybe E repeated.
Oh, it goes to E instead of D. Is that what you mean?
It's
Huh?
yeah. Wait a sec. Nope. Yeah. I mean, it goes to E, but then B is being repeated over down here, but it's not being repeated. No. I mean, the B is being repeated. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
So,
what you mean is
yeah.
that B is repeated, but D is not
Yeah.
repeated. Is that what you mean? Either
Yeah.
D or E is not repeated. Only B is repeated. Is that right?
Yeah. So this one is like that. So when I go to C, D is open. When it goes to E, D is not being opened again, but B is being opened again.
Okay.
And automatically, but the answer is still C because, well, this one is the closest one. So
Okay. Yeah. So for this, I'll just do it here. Well, wait. Can you show it again? Yeah. So for the inconsistency, I already told the team, but for now, it should be something like A, and then it should take the heuristic cost is the orange number, right?
yeah, so it's A, C, E, Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should open up. It should not open up A, then it goes C and B. C is 11. B is 12. And then
Yep.
it opens A. Okay, then open C.
Close
it
A.
should get
Yeah.
D and E. It should be E for D
D,
6 and then
D6,
B 12.
B12. Yeah.
Right? And then
But-
it opens E. It should
Open E.
get
Either it should either only get C or there is double B and D, depending on the theme. Because, well, depending on which one is correct from the upper one.
Yeah.
From the
For greedy best first, if I remember it, let me open the slide first. Yeah. It reject new paths with loops, so it won't go here because it will loop, right?
Yep.
So it won't open C.
But it's
and
yeah, but
it
it
will
it
will open B.
B and D.
Oh, because it's from C, right?
Yeah.
C E. Oh yeah, it will open D.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
in here it's not being open to D.
okay,
but
okay.
The B is being open.
Please
And-
go back upward. Okay. We open E. It will get another D, which is 6.
D6, B12.
D6 and then B12 and then Z5. There's no
Z0.
number here. Z0.
Yeah.
Z0. So it will open. Yeah. It should be listed twice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if it
B,
should
B,
be
B.
listed, okay. So that
Mhm.
is that the correct one? The D is supposed to be listed twice, because if so, then the 8th one is the wrong one. No, so the 9th one
Yeah.
is
Again,
the wrong one.
as I said before, it should be double listed.
Okay, double listed,
as long-
but not double travel.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't loop.
Okay, as long as
Yep.
it hasn't been closed before, then it's not. I mean, it's not choosing. I mean,
Yes,
if it's So if the front one is not set one, but D6, after D6 is closed, then hang on. So after if it goes not to E, maybe E7, then C, D. No, that doesn't work. So
Huh?
if it's E, then if it's using this one, I mean, If you see the
Mhm.
black number, then maybe it's
It will go here, and it will go
No.
here.
I mean,
Hmm?
if it somehow go A, C, E, D, then because D is being opened twice, if it's choosing D, but there is C in here, so if I
It
don't
will
know
not open
how-
C again. Yeah, because if you go like this, it cannot go there again because it will create a loop. So it will backtrack
Yep.
here and either go here or here.
Yeah, so if I don't know how to write it in the open close
Mhm.
because if I go A, C, E, then close A, close C, open D and E, then close E, open D and B. If the closest option is, for example, is D, then if we go to D, then the open one is C and E, but the closest one again is maybe C, but C already in the closed option, then backtrack. Is that correct? No, I mean if it goes to D, then the only open one is C. Then because C is already being closed in the closed option, we backtrack. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it will create a loop. Because afterwards, if you open C, it will open a loop like this.
Yeah. So how do you show it? Is it just go back to the
Now you
previous
just check it. Oh, okay. No,
Just-
go back to the previous one. Yes, just open the one you opened from before. It's like
one? Just open
it's like
then-
hitting the lowest part of the graph in DFS and BFS. Afterwards, you just close it up and go back here, like that. And then you either go here
Okay, so
or
so the open close option is being backtracked. The open
yes.
the open
open
one
li-
is being backtracked.
The open one is just you need to slash it and then nothing happened like that. You closed it. It's added to the closed one,
Yeah.
but nothing is open. It's like that.
Nothing. Okay, because the other option is already in close option. Okay.
Yep.
That's my question. Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sorry, sir. I want to ask.
Yes.
Yeah. For make it clear with the Jovan
Mm-hmm.
asked before about for this quiz there is couldn't find and option A, F, G, I, F.
Yeah, for that one number, it's
It
the
will
team already
correct.
said that both of those will be considered correct.
So the next exam it will the best answer the best correct answer is couldn't find or the other one.
For if there's an exact same question, it will be couldn't find an answer because it will create an infinite loop. But the thing that the team will do is that we are going to try, of course, our best to prevent that from happening. So the question should not be like that. So like say if I share in whiteboard, yeah, if it was an infinite loop because of things like this, right? Because it was like here, and it would have costed less to go here, right? Instead of the goal. So in the next exam, we will try our best to, of course, not make it something lower than the goal, like say maybe 5, maybe 4 or 5. But yeah, if this does happen, if the question is like this, the answer is couldn't find a solution because it will create an infinite loop. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you,
that-
sir.
I
Yeah.
want to ask one again.
Okay.
What about this one? Because technically speaking, logically speaking, this one is still a metric. I mean, if one option gives, solution with more travel length, maybe, that's the worst one, better one, but
Yeah.
it's still
It's like you're
can be
saying
used as
everything
a
is
method.
correct. Everything is
Yeah.
correct. And even though it is something worse, it can be used as a metric, right?
yeah. That's why I'm
Mhm.
also a bit confused for this one.
Okay, I will
Because
take it to the
C
team.
and D,
Yes.
because C and D is technically the same thing,
Yeah.
or more or less the same thing.
Yes. Even though C is something that proves if something is worse than the other algorithms,
Yep.
it still can be used as a metric. That's what you meant, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will. Yes, that's bad wording on the question. I will tell it to the team afterwards. Thank you very much. Any other question about the quiz?
And number 29, there is like stack. I thought stack is the open closed one. If that's not correct.
Wait.
Uh,
What was it again?
One, sir. Search algorithm, the one that you stack the income process. I think I remember it incorrectly, but I thought the stack is just the open close this because this one is the stack, the open stack. Close stack.
So about stack, that's not really a stack because that's a list, right? Let me doodle something.
Right. So stack is
Yeah.
the last one. Or
Yes.
something. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure because yeah.
Yep. This one.
Last in first out. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. It's different from say a list or a queue. It's different. Okay.
Which
Huh?
what's the name for first in first out? I already forget. If first in first out is not stack, but queue. Okay. Right.
Yes. It's just imagine it like this. If you get an item, if you get blocks
No,
of
yeah,
woods,
I just
yeah.
forget things.
Yeah, for queue, it's like this. It's like queuing for ticket. The first person queuing will be the first person getting out of the queue, right? Just remember that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No, just I'm a bit confused about that.
Sir,
Yes.
so there's material ready in the ULS.
Oh, it's not in LS again. Okay. Wait. Let me. Sorry. I already talked it with the team, but yeah, it seems I still have to be the one that uploaded. Wait, let me upload it. Thank you very much. Okay, wait a bit. Okay, thank you.
Why the title for week 6 is uninformed search 2, not informed search 2.
Okay, I'm still in the process of editing it. Sorry. Let me edit it afterwards. Thank you. Okay, the slide should be up. Thank you very much for the information. I thought it was already up this time, but yeah. Okay, so for the other questions, as I said before, mostly is already answered. Like say the double list, it should be double listed. Like if you ask the one from the PPT from the PowerPoint, I already confirm it with the team, and yeah, it should list Rimni Code twice. So yeah, it will be updated in the next iteration. Thank you very much. Also for the other ones like the hill climbing, yeah, it should not create immediate backtracking infinite loop. It might create infinite loop, but not immediate backtracking infinite loop. Also, and then wait, yeah, for the others, it should mostly already be answered. So yeah, we will move on to today's class. Thank you very much again. And this will also be our evaluation for the next midterms. Thank you very much. Okay, so for now, wait, let me open the slide first. Okay, so for today, the material would be informed search part 2. So it will be the second part of informed search. First, we will review our exercise from week 4. Yeah, map of a city. We are trying to find path from A to B. Yeah, the goal state is from the leftmost part, and our goal state is to the rightmost part. The straight distance is as seen in the slide. K. It will be used as the heuristics. So the answer would be like this. Yeah, maybe again, something should be listed twice. So again, to amend this, I will do this manually. It will be updated in the next iteration. Thank you very much. Okay, first, A. Open up A, right? We are going to use this. So wait, let me list it. A is 366 O38T S253 C160 R193 F176 and P100 and B of course 0. Okay, so for now A is 366, right? And if it's opened, it will open up OS and C, which will be sorted like this. 160, and then 253, and then 382. Afterwards, wait, it should be using greedy best first, right? Yep. So afterwards, it will open up C, right? Yes, it will open up C. It will open up C. Oh yeah, there's already numbers here. I'll just use it. CSO, and we will open up C, so it will enter this. And if we open up C, it will get R and P. Yes, R and P. Same one. So it will get sorted inside, and then because we got P, we open up P. P also got an R. Yeah. So because R is connected to P2, it will be like this. The last open one should be B0, R193, R193, S253, and O380. Okay, that's the basic difference because the double listing. Aside from that, it should be the same. Any question for this one? When you reach the B0, you already reached the goal. So the algorithm stops there. Okay. For now, we are going to go into the third informed search, which is branch and bound, or the other name is uniform cost search, UCS. The biggest difference is that while in the previous one, in hill climbing and in greedy best search, we are going through something like this, right? If we want to go from Arad to Bucharest, it will go through something like this, from Arad to CPU to Fagaras to Bucharest, right? But that is not the most shortest path, to be exact. If you go through CPU and Fagaras, you can see that in the traveled way, it will travel for 140 and then 99 and then 211, which will make it around, wait, let me, 450. While if you go through this way, it will only cost like 198 plus.
It's already done there, sir.
Oh yeah, it's already here. Yeah. So it would only cost 418. But because of the greedy best search, it just gets you to the nearest town without thinking about how long would you travel in that path. Because it doesn't take into account the total distance between the cities traveled by you. That's why there's another variation named uniform cost search, where we are trying to seek the cost instead. The number one difference is that we are accumulating the cost. So we don't use the heuristics estimate. We just calculate the travel path like this. If you can see the open one, we start from S, right? When you open S, we will get A, B, and C, which is already sorted here. And from there, if we open A, it will open up G, which is 11, right? But because afterwards we will open B, we get a G that is shorter in path. We get G, which is 10. And then we get the G that we want, which costs only 10. If you use 3D or something else, or maybe something like hill climbing, you will most likely go like this, even though the best solution is like this. That's why in branch and bound, for example, in Dobreta and Bucharest, when you're starting in Dobreta, you don't have anything. You are still on zero cost of travel. Afterwards, when you open Mehadia and Craiova, you will get 75 and 120, which is, as you can see here, the distance you traveled from Dobreta to Mehadia and Craiova. Afterwards, when you open the next one, when you open Lugos, you will total the number of the travel time to Lugos too. So I can see here, Lugos costs you 70. So the total cost to Lugos is 75 plus 70, which is 145. Because the 145 cost is already higher than Craiova, this time we are opening Craiova, which nets us Pitesti and Ribniku. And afterwards, we open Lugos, which is Timisoara. And then we open Timisoara, which is Arad, which is getting further and further. And then we got to Pitesti, because Pitesti is the shortest one now. And then we got to Bucharest. But this might not be the the best solution yet for now. So for now, we are going to continue with the open list, with Bucharest being put in the middle because of its cost. We go to Rymnicu, and Rymnicu opens up CBU and Pitești again. As you can see, it's double listed, Pitești, but with different costs. And then in CBU, if you open up CBU, you can get Fagaras, Arad, and Oradea. It stops because for now, the smallest one is already gold, which is the Bucharest. Because we stop there, we get this open and closed list. So the solution is from Dobreta to Craiova to Pitești to Bucharest. Again, the one that we compare this time is the travel distance. Any questions? So in the one from before, in greedy, if you meet this, you will use this one, right? The heuristics. But in uniform cost, you will seek out the traveled way instead, the travel distance instead. It's ultimately in the name, because the name is uniform cost search. The cost is the travel distance. Okay, so for now, I will just continue with the class and you guys can do the exercise in the end of the class after I've finished everything, okay? Any questions for uniform cost search? Nope. Okay. Next, the difference is the ultimate search. Well, not really ultimate. There's still a lot of advancements in it, but this one is considered one of the most used search algorithm because it's very versatile in most of the fields. A-star search, when it's used when the goal is not to reach the goal, but we want to minimize the overall length of the path to the goal. It's not just the fastest. It's not the shortest path, but we want to minimize the overall length. Because it's called overall, it's the culmination of the previous two algorithms. If, say, greedy best use the H factor and what was it again? The uniform cost search uses G, where the H is used by greedy best search. Then in A-star, you combine both. You combine the total cost of the path and the heuristics, the estimation from end to goal. It's like this. Instead of using the travel distance, which was still 0 in UCS, and using the heuristics only in greedy best first, now you combine both. That's the only difference between A-star and the last two algorithms. In greedy best first, you only use the H1. In uniform cost search, you only use the G1. And this time you combine both into F. So every time you find a new node, you try to list everything from the H and G. Okay, so their heuristics value is 160. But the travel with travel so far is 120. which means the total is 280. In Mihadia, that's the same thing we are doing too. So we go, the heuristics is 241, and then the traveled path is 75 as seen in the map. Wait, where was the map? Yeah, this one. As you can see, the travel is 75, right? And then it's total, it's summarized to F, which is the total of both. And this is, the total is the one that you are entering in the algorithm. So not just the H, not just the G, but the total of both, which is F. And the rest is the same. You just check every node and then check everything. Yeah, as you can see here, you can get to Bucharest no problem using this. Any question for Esther? As you can see, everything is the sum of the other, right? It's a H plus G, H plus G, H plus G. And this number is the one we are using. Yeah, here again, there should be another Remniku, as we've discussed in this class before. Because from PTSD we can go to Remniku, correct? Yes. From PTSD we can go to Remniku too. So yeah, there would be another Remniku, but it will still lose out to Bucharest because Bucharest got the smallest number. But yeah, if you just have to remember, Remniku is here too. Any question?
There's one in the chat, sir.
Yep. Oh, there's one in chat. Thank you. Yep. So because we are using the F, wait, because we are using the F, this one, the open list will always be sorted by the F, like this. If you can see it here, in Mehadia, because we open Mehadia, we got Lugos, right? And Lugos F is between Pitesti and Remniku. And as you can see here, it is automatically ordered. So that Pitesti first, then Lugos, then Remniku, just like that. Does it answer your question, Daniel? Okay, thank you. Okay, so there's another exercise, but now this time use A star. Okay, create the illustration to search for the best route using the A star, and then you need to traverse from route A to route B. And again, as usual, you can use the usual naming, which is your student ID and the name, and then week. And if you use more than one file, you can use number. Okay, it's the usual. I will open up the place to submit things in ULS soon. Any question before I leave it to you guys doing exercise?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Should we write every step for these exercises, like slide 12 until 20?
Yes, like this. So from now, from start, you start from Bobreta, right? Like this. Well, yes, write this one too. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Because we needed to know how come you get this F. You need to list the H and G and F2. For this one, yeah, it's better if you create at least one big, yes. For this exercises, just do one big, it's okay. Just do one big graph like this, which includes everything in your steps. That's fine. But for the open close list, please do it step by step. Okay? This one too. For this, you can do it like this. Just one big graph. It's okay. But please make sure the open and close list is still divided into smaller sections like this. Good enough?
Yes, thank you, sir.
So for both exercise is one big
Yes. One big graph.
okay, and then one.
And then
Okay.
lots of open and close list. Yeah, I'm trying to make it easier for you guys. Any other question?
Sorry, sir. I want to make
Yeah?
it clear. So we just need to draw with one big graph only.
Graph. Yes. Make sure that it includes everything in your graph, like in your steps. Like say, if it's like this, make sure you stop in here. Make sure you stop after opening this, not when you open Bucharest, because the step should stop after you get this strip. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Other questions? Nope. If nope, then there's around 1 hour and a half for you guys to finish the exercise. Let me create the assignment turn-in point. The deadline will be, as always, in 1 p.m. So be careful, okay? Okay, it should already be in ULS. So please do your best and turn in the assignment. Okay, thank you everyone, and see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.